The Albany Plan of 1754 was the first attempt to create a national union among the American colonies. What concerns or limitations led American colonists to reject the Albany Plan? How, if at all, did the outcome of the French and Indian War affect colonial efforts to unify? In what ways did the American Revolution succeed or fail in fostering a shared national identity among the colonies?
American colonists rejected the Albany Plan because it would diminish their individual power and give it to a centralized government.
The colonists' concerns behind the Albany Plan of 1754 was the fear of losing their power to a self-ruling to a new central government.
The concerns and limitations the colonists faced and thought of were mainly because they were scared and still didn't trust the central government. The colonists at the time still were scared of giving power to a government that can potentially abuse it by taking taxes without consent or favoring one state over another.
The French and Indian War increased awareness for the need to unify, as the conflict showed the colonists how they needed a unified strategy for defense against external threats.
The outcome of the French and Indian War helped the colonists come together against Britain due to bottled up tension and resentment towards Britain.
The French and Indian War ended around 1763. Before the war ended, the colonists were in fear of France and relied on Britain for protection. After the war ended, the Treaty of Paris was signed, giving the colonists a sense of relief. But British soldiers still surrounded the colonists, and Britain began taxing the colonists heavily and placing unnecessary rules, which brought the colonists together against Britain. The result of the war turned what was thought of as a friend into an enemy.
The American Revolution succeeded and failed at fostering a shared national identity. Colonists began to see themselves as one group fighting for independence, and nationalism overall grew during this time. However, internal division and reinforced inequalities, like how the ideals of the revolution were exclusionary and did not apply to all people. An example of this is Shays' Rebellion, caused by economic inequality.
The revolution succeeded so well the colonists had a great shared civic identity, so strong we had national ideals like liberty, equality, and national rights, national symbols such as the American flag, the bald eagle, and the Great Seal of the U.S. But on the other hand, the revolution failed on connecting the colonies, deeper political issues, and the social divisions within the colonies.
The American Revolution helped to foster a shared national identity among the colonists as it defined their separation and their need to be recognized as their own. Before the Revolution, colonists only saw each other as different states, but shared issues with Britain, which made them realize they are facing the same fate and facing the same struggles. These problems brought them closer.
Although the Albany Plan ultimately failed, it was still a forerunner for the Articles of Confederation in the United States Constitution. Its influence is clear to see in both texts.